Are you not sure how your right shoulder works in the golf swing, damaging your scorecard? In this next video, I'm going to show you exactly how the right shoulder works in the golf swing, pros versus amateurs, so you can start playing incredible golf. All right, let's dive in. The right shoulder movement in the golf swing, pros versus amateurs. Let's start with the backswing. This is huge. So I set up to one here. Typically what most amateurs do in their backswing, as they go back, they get taller, and when they get taller like this, it kills their rotation, but more importantly, these shoulders, they level out. So if you can see here, my shoulders should be fairly level at the top here. Now, the massive difference between what the pros do when they make their backswing, you'll see clearly there's more tilt there. There's a much greater angle there with the pro swing compared to the amateur. And this is a massive role that really stands them apart from the amateur. They work on this right shoulder moving back and up, whereas the amateur golfer, it really just goes up, but it doesn't maintain that tilt angle. And the great feel that the pros do, they even feel it two ways. One is they feel that left shoulder staying down, which naturally pushes that right shoulder up. Or, as I said, they just feel like that right shoulder moves up and back, and that gives them that nice tilt in the backswing, which is a massive difference and a massive advantage for the pros in their backswing. And a great way for you to practice that is just grab a club, put it right across your shoulders. Now, I'll show you this from the other angle. As you make your backswing, feel like that lead part of the club head in this case, points down towards the golf ball. And that will naturally give you a lovely tilt in your backswing, just like the pro. So have a look at this angle. You can see there, maintain my tilt. The lead shoulder's pointing more down, that club head pointing more down towards the ball, right shoulder's up. Now your shoulders probably won't be tilted this much in the golf swing, but this will still give you a great feel to what should be something like that. Now this will be the same for your driver and your irons. Just practice this. You can do it on the tee block before you hit off, and that will get your right shoulder in a great spot. Make sure you watch all three parts of this video. I'm going to be talking about the backswing, the downswing, and another face-on view, which is extremely important, which is missed by most golfers. Plus, I'm going to show a bonus, how you can really nail this right shoulder move in the golf swing. So make sure you watch right through. I don't want you to miss any of it. All right, let's look at the right shoulder in the golf swing, pros versus amateurs, the downswing. This is a massive part, probably the biggest difference I see between pros and amateurs. Now, with amateurs with that right shoulder, this is typically what happens. And if you're someone that slices it or pulls it straight left, this could be the number one reason why you're doing that. So with the amateur, they'll go to the top. That right shoulder here, it will move out towards the golf ball. Might not go as far as that, that's exaggerated. But as soon as you do that, this club steepens, and you've got a cut across the golf ball, leading to huge problems from there. So instead, this is what the pros do. As they go to the top, that right shoulder, it works down. Works down, lead shoulder works down as well. And this is a huge difference that I sort of didn't point out before, is that they actually get lower to the ground. They get lower to the ground there. That enables them to shallow that shaft and get in a fantastic position. That's how they get the club in the slot through to impact. So with that right shoulder, keep it back and down, and it'll start to rotate slowly into that spot there. So you definitely don't want that right shoulder going out like that. With that amateur mistake, they typically don't get lower to the ground and use the ground for power. It's all upper body, and the arms go like that. Right shoulder goes out this way. But if you can think down and slowly rotate, that will get your right shoulder in the downswing in a fantastic position. Best way to practice that in front of a video or mirror, and just do slow motion rehearsals to here. That will get your right shoulder ready to go and start crushing the golf ball. Now, the final part of the right shoulder on the golf swing, pros versus amateurs, I'm going to show you this from face on. This is something that never gets talked about. And by the way, if this video is giving you value and helping you out, make sure you smash that like button and consider subscribing as well. So as I'm set up to a ball here, this right shoulder typically, in a lot of amateurs golf swings, as we go to the top here, as they start down, that right shoulder, it will stay back over this right foot. And from here, very often, the hands and that are needed a lot more to flip and scoop at the golf ball. Same deal with the driver as your irons or even your hybrids. That right shoulder stays back. And it's very difficult to get forward shaft lean, compress your irons, get into that great position when that right shoulder stays back. So here's the key. What I want you to do, jump out of your chair if you can, or do this in front of a mirror or video. As you start down, I want you to feel like that right shoulder, as it goes down, feel like it keeps moving laterally towards the target. So it's going to feel like it's doing this. Now for me, I like to feel this right shoulder gets to the golf ball before the club head. Now, it won't actually happen, but that's my feeling. And watch what happens when I do that. When it moves, feel like it's getting the golf ball first. I want you to have a look at that club, or have a look at that shaft, sorry. Look at all that shaft lean I've got. My right wrist is bent back like that. I am in a pro position to compress that golf ball. And like I said, this works with driver as well, helps you store up lag. Look at all that lag I've got through to impact there, purely by just focusing on that right shoulder moving laterally towards the target. Now I'm going to assume you have some good wrist angles as well. They're obviously important, but if you can get that feeling of that right shoulder beating the club head to the ball, you're going to strike your irons incredibly solid. It's a powerful move that just never gets talked about. And like I said, I want you to practice this in front of a mirror. That's really the best way, or at least video yourself. You don't even need a club. Just feel like that right shoulder keeps moving this way. Not stalled back here. Keep it moving this way like the pros, and you'll find your ball striking will improve immensely. Have a look at this video from Adam Scott. Now I want you to focus on that trail shoulder, that right shoulder, and the angle he creates. You can see he's got that nice tilt. He's maintained that same distance from the golf ball and in a great spot at the top of his backswing to transition through to the downswing. Now in the downswing, have a look at that trail shoulder, and I want you to see how it moves. It's moving down. It's actually keeping his shoulders closed to the target, which means he can come from the inside, he can shallow the club, and he's in a great position to finish the golf swing. To help you play even better golf, this video and this video are going to take you through the left shoulder move in the downswing, another powerful move that will help you play even better golf. So make sure you check out those videos. Start playing better golf.